some of this stuff because I couldn't find a way to make this comedic. Yeah, because things get kind of rough, you know what I mean? And I've dealt with them one-on-one as well, but you know what I mean? I kind of try to, you try to talk, you try to slick way, you know, you try to confuse them sometimes, and you got to be careful with what you say sometimes when you're in those situations. Like one time, I remember we did call the police. Actually, I called, let me tell you about this. This is funny. This is the time I called the police, right? Now, when we called the police, all I can say is, at the time I was inebriated, right? And we was chilling, right? So we just chilling. Me and my boy, we just chilling like a mother, you know what I mean? So we you know, whatever, we smoking blunts. That's what we doing. Okay, so we out there, and the neighbors I have downstairs hated me. They were like just profoundly racist. They just found a reason to they just found a reason to bang with their broom no matter what I did. Anything I did in my apartment is like they just attached the word party to it and just got mad. I take a shower, they're like, he's having a shower party, and they start with the banging. You know what I mean? I start cooking, he's having a cooking party, and they start banging. I couldn't do nothing. I wake up in the morning, he's having a wake up party, they start banging, right? So I'm in the kitchen with my boy, and we just chilling, right? Smoking, chilling. And we laughing because we're talking, and then they start with the banging again. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm like, they've been doing this. Oh, I forgot to mention the best part of the story. They had already called the cops on me 4 times, okay? 4 times the police came to my door because of them and their harassment, saying, oh, he's too loud, la, la, la. They go talk to anybody else, and they're like, no, we don't know what they're talking about. Because they're racist morons, okay? So 4 times I had to deal with the police, and the evidence of there being no foul play is I never got a ticket, never got nothing. The cops are confused every damn time, okay? So now I'm fed up, right? Because they're doing this again. I'm like, oh, bro, let me tell you something. I told my boy, I'm like, look, man, they really want to try to label me a bad dude out here. I'm not a bad dude, you know what I mean? But if they're looking for a reason to call cops out here, because they keep calling the police on people out here for no reason, I'm going to grab that crowbar, and my boy was like, no. My boy was like, you know what, man? You know what you should do? Maybe you should call the police on them. I was like, yo, that might work, son. Because from all I know is they're new to the country. So I know they see the police, they're going to be scared. I'm like, yo, you know what, boy? I'm like, we doing that. Open the windows, man. Air this motherfucker out, right? Air it out. So I start up, boop, boop, boop. I call them up. I'm like, look. Got these neighbors downstairs, they're harassing me. It's been going on and on and on for a long time. I don't know what to tell you, but it's getting to a point now where they're just pushing and pushing and pushing. I don't know if they're gonna come up here and do something to me physically. I'm worried for my life because the harassment doesn't stop. It's in the morning, afternoon, and night. I can't do anything ever. And at this point, I don't know how it's gonna escalate or what's gonna happen, but I'm not doing anything up here, and I don't know what they're gonna try to do to me. And they're like, okay, we're coming. No problem, we're gonna send the police. Okay, fine. So I'm chilling with my boy. Perfect timing for that sound, because this is what we were doing, just chilling. 15 minutes later, no police. What do? I call them again, son. You know? Boop, boop, boop. Yo, hey, it's good. Yeah, I called y'all about 15 minutes ago, because I know if it was the other way around, ooh, they would have been here in 4 or 5 minutes, right? You know this. They would have been here in 4 to 7 minutes. Ooh, they would have heard Negro through the phone. They would have just, oh, we can hear his color. We're sending them right away. You know what I mean? So this time, they're taking their sweet valley time, okay? And I'm tripping, so I'm like calling back. Look, man, I called the police already 15 minutes ago. They're still harassing me. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how far we're going to take this. Something must be done. Something has to be done. The police get there. Now, this is all I hear. I'm standing in the door, got my DMX shirt on and everything, chilling, right? The police come to the building. I'm on the 4th floor. All I hear is that's the sound of their gun and badge and the handcuffs and everything ruffling because they're running up the stairs. They ran up 4 flights of steps. They ran up and they're like, sir, what's the issue? What's going on? I'm like, I don't know. The neighbors downstairs. I'm all calm. I don't know what happened. The neighbors downstairs, they keep pushing me. They keep harassing me. I don't know what to do. I'm threatened. I feel threatened. I don't know what's going on. So they go downstairs and they talk to the neighbors. And they come back upstairs. And they're like, the look in their face is just scared. And they're like, we don't know what's going on here. We spoke to you. We spoke to them. We think you might have a point. Because I was like, yo, they're racist. And they're like, we think you might have a point, but we're not sure. So all we're going to say for now is you guys are neighbors. You have to get along. We spoke to them already. They know to relax. we would like for you to do the same. And because if we have to come back here, we don't know what else to do. We're just going to give both of you a ticket, okay? If either one of you brings us back here, you're both getting a ticket, okay? And I was like, okay, fine. And this is what I learned. You have to be careful with how you use your words. You can't use threats, especially not in front of the police. Threats are illegal. But hopes and wishes and dreams, oh, that's a whole different thing, folks. So I was hoping and wishing and dreaming. I said, well, you know what? That's fine. But I'll tell you what, I'm a nonviolent man. I'm not going to do a thing to these people. I wish them the most horrible things, though. I hope the most horrible, I hope karma just destroys these people in the most vile way. I'm not going to do a thing. I'm not going to lift a finger. I got to go to work. These hands are not made for violence. I'm intelligent. I have time for that. But I hope the most horrible thing happens to these people. And then they looked at me and they're like, sir, to your neighbors, you can't think like that. We have to try to get along. I was like, well, I disagree. Is there anything else I can help you with tonight? And that was it. And I closed the door and I went about my business. So all I wanted to say was, when it comes to the police, you could try to be careful, but I think there's a trick. I finally learned, guys, dealing with the police brutality and with the racism and the attacks and the stops and the violence and the gunshots and all the madness, right? Dealing with them, I've learned a trick. Black people, I want you to listen to me close, because I've learned a trick on how we can avoid this police brutality issue. There's a trick. It's a real easy trick. All we have to do is not be black and stop breathing. That's it. That's all they want. That's it. That's all they want from us, is to not be black and not have breath in our lungs. Who told you to have all that melanin in your skin and all that oxygen in your lungs? It's on us. You know what I mean? I guess that's what it is. That's the only thing. The only way you can not be under attack, the only way you can be safe is to just not be you, right? That shouldn't be too hard. So anyway, all I want to say is shout out to everybody who really brought this show on. But this show was really brought to you by me, and I'm Josh Clarke, a representative of KMBA, Kiss My Black.
I need a sanitizer for the mic. Excuse me, sir, can you come back here? Come on.
Scynikal, Joshua Clarke, you're absolutely incredible. I just want you to get the love. I can't get it with as much humor, but I see you rap. I see you tear the stage each time, and I've been seeing you for many years, and each time it's an honor, because it takes art and craft to do what you do the way you do it.
Thank you so much.
And you were very serious. Don't go nowhere. We're done with you. You see, it's funny because all performers are like this. They could come, they could perform, but they don't like to be put on the spot. What do you think this is? So, I know it's a difficult time for comedians, all around, and I just want to know, how can we get in contact with you? How can we see you perform? Where can we see you perform?
Well, there is a show in town called the Bad Boys Do Real Show. I will be there. There's also, you've got to look that up on Facebook. There's also a show called World's Smallest Open Mic. I will be there as well. And I'll be in contact with other people as well to get on more stages soon, because I've been doing online shows mostly for now.
Thank you. And your handles? Come on now, promote yourself.
Well, you can find, I'm Josh Clarke. That's who I am, okay? So you can find me as Joshua Clarke. Scynikal. Cynical is the rap name, Scynikal.
I have 1.5 last question for you. Any advice to the youth when it comes to the police?
Listen and learn. Just listen. Try your best to just listen to what they're saying, not just for your protection, because the more you say threatens them, whether what you're saying is intelligent or not. They're threatened by it because they don't like you speaking, period, because they can't take the fact that you have a voice and you're allowed to use it. So just listen when they roll up on you for that reason, and also listen to gather information. Make sure you get their names, their badge number, license plate, whatever you have to get, squad card number. Listen and write and record everything, and don't let them get away with anything. Report them to the right authorities. Keep reporting these people. Make sure they lose their promotions, lose their jobs, and sit at home and be racist on their couch.
Thank you.
And the other half of that is any advice to the police?
Stay up on my way, man. I'm trying to get some money out here. I'm trying to do my thing. Okay? Just stay up on my way, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Blessings. Yes.
So next we have up is a pre-recorded video by Nika.
Yes, Nika from Strange Fruits. Absolutely incredible performer who also released an EP very recently. So Nika Champagne, you can look into their stuff. And
it's gonna play. We're not gonna
yes,
be able to see.
yes, and you can also just remember that the link for the fundraiser for the Dépôt is at all times on the screen. And this is why we're here, for the community.
So, hi everyone, my name is Nika Champagne, and I'm gonna make a little video to say if I have some interesting stories or just memories for when I was just hanging out at NDG. And you know me, I'm from Strange Fruits, and we were mostly like based in NDG, coming from la Maison des Jeunes Côte des Neiges, and some interesting memories, or just like nice memories for me. It was just like we have this like there was this like really cool bubble tea place. I don't know if it's still there. I hope it is, because it was like really like Strange Fruits like go-to place. It was really right next to Plamondon metro station, and we would go, Sage, Max and I, like pretty often. We even like shot some scenes there for our little like DIY music video that we did for our song Sunflower Soul from our album Blossom This Fruit for Thought. That's just like, it's just like an instrumental song where I like play guitar and beatbox, and we shot it there too because of how much we love that place. The bubble tea is so good. I'm trying to remember the name, but it's really so good, and it's like a family that owns it. It's like really cute. So that's like one of like my really nice memories of NDG. And I like, if I think about like NDG and going around there, I'm like, gotta go there for a bubble tea. I was about to say bibliothèque because that's how Strange Fruits and I we say it for some reason, because we're weird like that. But gotta go get my bibliothèque there for sure. And next time I go there, I'll take a picture and then I'll send you, so you know the exact name. Stay cute, stay fruit, y'all. Nika Champagne, dragon fruit. We out!
Nous sommes de retour, Hip Hop You Don't Stop, qui présente avec la Semaine des Arts d'NDG cette levée de fonds pour le dépôt. On va vous présenter un groupe incroyable. Fatima a en fait été une lauréate de la table ronde du mois d'Histoire des Noirs pour le travail qu'elle fait avec ses élèves de l'Académie de Marymount. Ils vont nous présenter des morceaux et présenter aussi chacun des élèves. Et c'est vraiment un honneur d'être là tous ensemble pour pouvoir écouter ces sons complètement omnibulants. Puis je sais que vous allez aimer ça, là. Ça va être hypnotisant.
So welcome back. We are your hosts, Miss Ben and Marcel. And remember that we are here raising funds for the NDG Food Depot and presenting to you one of this year's laureates, Fatima Wilson, who will be coming to introduce you to her students.
Thank you. I hope everybody's doing well. So again, my name is Fatima Wilson. I am the teacher, Steelpan teacher here at Marymount. These are some of my students. We have Shahida, we have Nyla, and we have Naeem. And we're just here to give you guys some sweet musical vibes on the Steelpan, and I hope you guys all enjoy.
on the side sweating. I had to take this jacket off and all kind of. Give it up for Hands of Steel. I'm trying to catch my breath.
That was so beautiful, and it's making me feel so connected. And in this time during COVID, where we feel like we're losing a sense of connection, thank you. I have questions for y'all. I have a question. Some of you may know, work as well at J2K, and we have a music program, a community music program. And really, like, my work is basically trying to know, how do you feel making music? Does it have, like, is it something that just allows you to, like, escape, or is it something that helps you to, like, connect, heal? I just want to listen to your students and get to know a little bit, what is it about for you? And it could be simple, it could be complex, it doesn't matter, but just like, why do you do what you do? Because it heals us, and I want to know. Come here, love. Don't be afraid. Yes.
Like what I like about it?
Yes.
She's asking the question.
Yes. What do you like about it?
Like this? It's the nerves.
It's fun, I guess. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. And I like the noise.
When did you start doing it?
Pre-K.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a professional at this point. You're a master at your craft. Wow, and like, was it hard? Was it hard to?
No, it wasn't really hard.
No?
This is just nerves talking, right?
I'm sure. Would you like to come and just share with
The question was what I like about it. Well, it makes me feel connected to my Caribbean roots and everything. I've been doing it for about just under 10 years.
Wow.
I've been taught by Fatima and her family. It feels really nice. It's like a nice escape. It's just like even when school closed, I still found myself watching videos of myself doing it because, I missed it because I haven't been doing it since March, and this is the first time I've been doing it since then, so, yeah. Yeah.
I want to hear from you too. Oh no, you're like I'm done.
Ask Fatima, because like she was dancing and you could see the face.
Yeah.
So for those who are just listening to Pan or Caribbean music, like when you see somebody do this, it's because they're feeling it, like in their soul. So what connects you to this music? Like, why the Pan, and why for so long? Why deal with youth? Because youth are difficult to deal with. Why, and why?
Okay, well, I mean, I started when I was 5, so it's some years. But it was started off as a family, me and my siblings, my dad, my mom, and it was just, I mean, as a little kid, you don't appreciate it as much because it's just there. We had it in our basement, so it was like, no, instead of playing outside, you played Pan. And we're like, okay, we'll grow up and we'll do with this. But over the years, it was just more of the connections, that you made with people and how it made you feel and how it made people feel. And when I started teaching it 15 years ago, I mean, these were my little, from this young, so now just seeing them grow, it's beautiful, but it's also nice to see that they take it in, no matter if they're 15 years old, that age. But it's just, it's a feeling you get, and I mean, I'm singing the song. I don't know if you see my mouth going, but I'm singing the song, but I'm just playing it. It's just something that you can't just stand still with, You have to, this is an expression. So with everything that's going on, if I can communicate with this, then I'm doing something for somebody, right?
And I have another question for all of you, whoever wants to answer. My sentence is, how are you guys doing during COVID and not being able to, get to school and, be in routine? What have you been doing? I'm all up in your business. So what have you been doing, and what do you anticipate for when schools start back?
Well, during quarantine, I've just been discovering new things. Like I started doing the guitar. I've just been like discovering things about myself, just getting to know things better, like different instruments, everything. And for school, it's just all about safety. It's all about safety, really. Can't wait to see my friends, my teachers, everything. And also getting out the house more, because being in the house is boring. So, yeah.
Are there any fears or anxiety of going back to regular life, whatever that is?
As long as everyone does what they're supposed to do, face masks, hand sanitizer, everything, it's fine. Like, just stay away from me. Keep your distance, 1-2 meter distance. But besides that, it's just safety and everything. So.
So, do you ladies ever take not doing your homework for granted, or? She says she always does her homework. Understood. And any shout outs to your friends, your homegirls, your homeboys, people you haven't seen in a long time?
And anybody. Your mom, your dad.
She clearly been in contact with everybody. What about you? She just said, oh no.
I just can't wait to see them. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you again. That was incredible. You're superstars and just making NDG look even better. We're gonna go to a video, and really, again, this is the opportunity to support NDG. Parts of the community, the Food Depot, is giving food baskets for everyone in the community. So what you did was incredibly generous. And we hope to see you soon, and we can follow you. And yeah.
It's Hands of Steel on Instagram and Facebook. Oh, Hands of Steel.
Thank you so much. Yes. So now we'll have Rad's video, and we'll be on for another beautiful artistic expression and a guest.
And donate. The link's on the screen.
What's up? This is Rads, co-creator of VC for NDG Arts Week. Memorable graffiti story regarding NDG. The first one that comes to mind is the time me and Castro had left downtown very early in the morning. We were there all night. Took the metro back to Von Dome. End up hitting tags on something in that metro area. We walk out of the metro. Maybe 15, 20 seconds later, the cops are calling us. We turn around. Castro decides to run through some yards. I decide to turn around and walk right towards them, and they just ran past me. Made a left, went in a business. There was a stairwell leading up to a second floor business, and I just waited there for a bit. They ended up finding me, guns drawn, throw me onto the ground, handcuff me ridiculously tight, put me in the cop car, and drive me around for a bit. So I'm basically asking to either get a ticket or just go to the station at that point. I didn't understand the driving around, and they end up driving me to the Provigo on Sherbrooke Street, and they just unhandcuffed me, let me go. But at the time they had my hat, it was a brand new polo hat, where, believe it or not, they actually wrote "Don't fuck with us" on the hat itself, and what I'm assuming was possibly their initials, because there was a few letters on there, and they just let me go. Ended up meeting Castro at his house. They arrested him, didn't charge him, and let him go as well. So that was kind of wild night, and NDG definitely was a big part of VC coming up, considering that the other co-creator Castro is NDG legend, been painting there forever. So NDG is definitely close to our heart. It's second home for myself, or at least was. But yeah, that's one of the memorable stories that I have. from NDG. So hope you enjoyed the little tale, and peace.
Oh.
Share the link, share the link,
Share the link.
Hey.
Share the link, share the link, share the link. Share the link, share the link, share the link.
Hey.
Share the link, yo, share the link. Share the link, oh, share the link.
Hey.
The onus is on our generation. Let's rewrite the genesis. No more genocides. We decide we won't give up the fight. We blessed to be alive. We confine so we can find a refined version of each other in better times. Donate, and your heart you will ornate. We do it for the community. We do it for the youth. We do it with truth. We do it with roots. It's about us. Giving food for thought. Giving food for love. Share the link, share the link, share the link, yeah.
Ooh.
Share the link, share the link, share the link, yeah.
All of that said to just share the link, y'all.
Do it up!
And coming up next, we have the one and only Pro V, who'll be sharing some beats
Yes!
with y'all.
NDG's very own.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace, peace, peace. So to let everybody know what's going on here, on the left, got the SP1200 as my drum machine and sequencer. I got a whole bunch of samples in the S950 because this only has 10 seconds of sample time. These are machines from the late 80s. It's how a lot of classic hip hop was made, so that's the school that I came from, and that's how I make my beats. I take sounds from vinyls, put them in there. I couldn't bring the rest of my samplers and my keyboard and all that, so on this side, I'm going to be playing tracks that were not made on this machine, on other machines, and on this side, you're going to see me loading up tracks while this track's playing to keep a DJ kind of vibe, So, hope y'all enjoy it. All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. Off the hook radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. Big up to everybody at CKUT. That's where I've been doing, 2 shows for over 7 years now. So. Gotta big them up. Widget, DJ Buddha Blaze, Flo, Tokyo Kid. Yeah. Louise. Yeah. Make some noise for Louise. Yeah. So I'm gonna start off with a beat that I made from, it's kind of like a homage to NDG, homage to Shades of Culture. I remade the Mind State beat, so I'm gonna start off with that, and we'll kick it from there. Peace. Video for this one was shot down the street. Were you in that video, Blast? I don't know. Yeah, man, NDG history. What up? D Shade. The beginning of that Gin and Juice video back in the days. A little Bow Wow's jumping on the couch. Yeah, go check that out.
rock your body, make you. I could rock your body, make you sing la-di-da-di. No, I could rock your body, make you sing la-di-da-di. No.
Shout out to Rain Man. Another classic remake. Goes out to the dread in the corner. Yeah. Shout out to King. Let's go to the alley for a moment. 80 Rock made this one with me. What's your favorite MJ album? Those who listen to the radio show, all the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. This is the beat. This is the intro beat, This is how every show starts, so thought I'd play it live.
You remember all this wonderful music, these great songs and their famous interpretations, dramatic music from the movies, great record hits, the themes of television, dozens of famous instrumentals like these. Every song a memory, every theme a hit, but seldom readily available to the average record buyer. Even if you could find them, you'd have to buy hundreds of expensive albums to hear all these great instrumentals. But now, the editors of
Pro V
Records have recreated the best of this wonderful music in one newly recorded stereo collection.
Shout out to the NDG, the homies know me. Rolling on them cold streets, so deep, no heat. Only rolling lonely, solely. Only rolling really on his only. Been the man spitting out these rhymes, never phony. Been the dude that I got it locked, pepperoni. Don't got no spice that can match me. I'm spitting out these rhymes, I might hop up in a taxi. You never catch me. Yeah, that's the rap me. Came out here and did some comedy, get at me. Spitting out these rhymes, never slowing down. On the top of the head where I hold the crown. Know how I've been a soldier now. I've been a soldier for many years. Got that rifle swinging from the shoulder, spitting out rhymes. Just lock that, write it down and try not to swear. Been the man up in here. Rhymes flow like air and you can disappear. I'm like Copperfield. I will just wave that one up in the air. And I spot you across the street like Harry Potter. And I got you. Now you gone, turn into a duck. Spitting out these rhymes, shout my people bringing love. This is what I do, I'm show it up to all above. I will knock you out with a glove, never shove. Gotta show it love sometimes. I pull the bread up out the oven and then I butter mines. Really trying to get my money, really trying to get my bread, really trying to eat and stay back and trying to get myself fed. Cause I'm on the track, always killing every flow. This is how I do it. It's the summer but I'm bringing snow. Cause I'm just that effing cold everywhere I ever go. Police never see me, can't hold me back. Get a Lamborghini, maybe you'll see me with the homies black. Maybe I'll be out there on the street and got a Bentley. I got no money now, what you gon' tell me? I'm worse than Kanye. I don't need the money to tell you that you can't tell me nothing, cause it's been a long day. Don't ever rub me the wrong way, catch you in the hallway. And wherever I live, for sure dog, there ain't no gunplay. But I will shine, I'm trying to chill up on a Sunday. I get mine, I've been watching 30 Rock, now you know me now. I could just really build a homie up, no homies down. Ever in the ground, be chilling in the grass. And got a 40 in the spliff and light it fast.
More, man. Don't go too far. Yeah, man. Shout out to 80 Rock again. We made this one together. MPC 60 stuff.
For them, the initiation ceremony represented an essential step in the development of their intellectual maturity.
At one time, he was up there who were painting the trains and the subway. People who, because all of the cultural enrichment courses had been taken.
I want to thank everybody for rocking with me for the past 20 minutes. Big shout out to DJ Blaster. Big shout out to Zip-Loks. Where's Matt Child? Yeah, man, Ill Groove Garden team right there. Every Sunday night at midnight, 11 to midnight right there, CKUT. Gotta give a big shout out to my boy Incognito for helping me bring all this stuff here, because I don't have a car. Yeah, man, DG. Happening. The ladies are gonna come take over. Tell everybody to share the link. Share the link, share the link. Where's Marcel at? Where's Miss Ben at? Share the link, share the link. Like I said, all the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM, Off the Hook radio, CKUT 90.3 FM, Bandcamp, pro-v.bandcamp.com, soundcloud.com/pro-v-2. Both links are in my Instagram, so pro_v_MTL. Like I said, thank you for inviting me. Thanks for rocking with me. Yeah. Ladies.
Check. Vibe check. Give it up for DG's own. Provi, I heard you were born and raised here and have no intentions on leaving.
Nope. No. But yeah, born in Montreal before they had hospitals in DG. But you know, if it was now, I would have been born in DG.
Right.
But yeah, so. Raised in DG, grew up on DeCarry, right next to the rec, you know, so. Nice. Still love it to this day. You know, I live elsewhere, but there's a vibe in NDG, there's a people in NDG that, you know, it's not the same across the city. Not to say that, you know, it's nothing negative, but it's just not the same, you know?
It's facts.
Yeah.
Are you guys, like, getting the hat? Is it clear?
The hat? Oh, the hat, yeah.
Y'all saying that? Good. Boy, Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good.
First and foremost, you claim that you're on CKUT. We don't know what time. We don't know what day.
Wednesdays. Both the shows that I do are on Wednesdays, 3 to 5 p.m. for All the Way Live, and Off the Hook is midnight to 2 a.m. Yeah. So CKUT.ca, 90.3 FM.
Yeah. And so, you know, I'm just going to shout myself out because I was on like All the Way Live.
At the beginning.
For like a month. And so I just want to know, it's been 7 years. Congratulations.
Yeah, 7 and a
Ongoing.
bit. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
What is one of the fondest memories that you have on CKUT?
CKUT memories. Honestly, it's to hear about the people who tell you that they were going through a rough time, and listening to the radio is something that had them help them go through that rough time. Whether they were, you know, one dude came out to me one day and told me he was at the Douglas and he was listening to the radio show and it helped him through that. Another time it was, you know, a homie who's been locked up, you know, and it's to touch people in that way and to give people a little more energy is that's what I guess that could be like the best memory for me, even though it wasn't, you know, a particular event, you know,
moment,
but yeah,
but, you know,
to know that you made a change is yeah.
Yeah, and what keeps the show going?
Music and music, you know, like there's so much love in music and there's so much love in hip hop, and trying to, like, it did so much for me in my life that I want to push that onto other people and help people experience that as well, you know, because yeah.
Provi, I have a question for you because I know that you make beats and you produce music.
Yeah.
So where can we find your music? And can you tell us a little bit of the story, how that came to be? Because I think I've seen you at Loop Sessions.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out to Loop Sessions. Been going there since like Loop Sessions 3. But yeah, man, definitely that's an environment that helped me step outside of the box a little bit, you know, take my equipment and leave the house with it, get comfortable, and, you know, kind of attacks it from a different angle. But yeah, I was collecting records, and collecting records turned into sampling records, and, you know, so I was DJing with the hip hop records and sampling everything from funk, soul, jazz, reggae, as you heard, you know, so, and yeah, and it, you know, brought me to where I am today, where I like to put out like instrumental projects as well as collaborative projects. So you can check that out on pro-v.bandcamp.com.
Nice.
And like I said, the links for my music and my shows are in my Instagram. So if that's an easy way to remember, just go to the Instagram and you got all the links there. Don't have to follow me or nothing. Just if you want to check out the music, you know, it's all there.
Check the links.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind you about the link that you're seeing on your screen.
Yeah.
Donate.
Share it.
Donate. Yeah,
$1, $2.
Yes. I also had a question. If you have advice for any young producers anyone who's trying to put their music out or gather the courage to put it out into the world, what would that be?
Put your head down and work. It doesn't matter what you use. I might use stuff that's 30 years old, but it doesn't matter. You can use your computer, you can use your phone, you can use anything these days, but just if that's what you want to do and make beats, just put your head down and make music. It's just like Pan earlier, I'm sure like all those kids practice every day to make it what it is, you know. If you want to learn an instrument or have any talent in life, you have to just put your head down and work. So, and stop looking at, you know, what's going on around you sometimes. That can stray you away from where you should be going, you know. Just make goals and follow through.
Thank you so much. That
yes,
was Provi.
That was blessed. So All the Way Live, Wednesdays from
3 to 5
p.m.
Off the Hook Radio, midnight to 2 for the 7th time. They'll get it, though. They'll get it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And so my last question is your happiest moment in NDG.
Like outside somewhere.
Anywhere
Happiest
in NDG,
moment.
or where's your favoritist corner in DG? Favoritist.
Oh man.
Share the link.
That's like while I'm thinking, like a Jeopardy. The sports, something to do with sports, like playing baseball, representing NDG in baseball when I was younger, going to the park and playing basketball. Something to do, like, if I think about outside NDG, like, sports was a big influence, so it'd have to be something with that. It's a good question, man. That's a tough one right there. You really stumped me.
Okay. Let's make it a little easier. What's the one thing you've been doing since day one in DG that you will never stop doing?
And just walking the streets and listening to music. You know, headphones.
Safely.
Just walking around, and even a good nighttime walk. That's something that I'll always enjoy, because, simple things, you know?
Well, we give thanks to you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed myself.
And shout out to Scynikal, who got up on the mic.
Yeah, man. Scynikal.
Yeah, Scynikal, that was dope. That was too good.
I was hoping someone was going to, catch a vibe.
Yeah.
I saw Zip-Loks took a couple steps, and then he wasn't so sure.
Yeah. Zip is about to grab the mic, but before he does, we do have a video coming up, a dance video. Yes. Do you remember who it is?
The dance video is from there's two different performances. So you will discover it as it shows up to your screen, along with the link to donate to the depot.
Share
the link, share the link, share the link.
Keep it locked.
Peace.
Mainstream America don't know that I'm nice, but they respect me for the love that I show to my wife. If they would step into the mall when I'm holding my mic, they would see I keep a dead body over my ice. Those who follow true hip-hop know I'm precise, so they salute the general when I throw on my stripes. They respect the substance within the flow that I write, but they Mainstream America don't know that I'm nice, but they respect me for the love that I show to my wife. If they would step into the mall. Mainstream America don't know that I'm nice, but they respect me for the love that I show to my wife. If they would step into the mall when I'm holding my mic, they would see I keep a dead body over my ice. Those who follow true hip-hop know I'm precise, so they salute the general when I throw on my stripes. They respect the substance within the flow that I write, but they download it for free when they go on them sites. So they didn't buy the album, I showed them the light. I guess $10 was too much when I told them my price. I'm a psychotic, bionic, applied knowledge, University of the streets, my college. Anybody hear me? Does anybody hear me? These rappers can't see me, they legally blind barely. I was in my prayers talking to God, hoping he hear me, while you sitting on your iPhone talking to Siri. I'm feeling kinda leery, the devil must be near me. Yellow belly, sap suckers, you bird niggas, canaries. I do this for my granny, my mammy, and Aunt Mary. We all one family, they handled us unfairly. You won't take the shot, you chump, I shot it. You claim you would. Mainstream America don't know that I'm nice, but they respect me for the love that I show to my wife. If they would step into the mall when I'm holding my mic, they would see I keep a dead body over my ice. Those who follow true hip-hop know I'm precise, so they salute the general when I throw on my stripes. They respect the substance within the flow that I write, but they download it for free when they go on them sites. So they didn't buy the album, I showed them the light. I guess $10 was too much when I told them my price. I'm a psychotic, bionic, apply knowledge. University of the streets, my college. Anybody hear me? Does anybody hear me? These rappers can't see me, they legally blind barely. I was in my prayers talking to God, hoping he hear me. While you sitting on your iPhone talking to Siri, I'm feeling kinda leery. The devil must be near me. Yellow belly, sap suckers, you bird niggas, canaries. I do this for my granny, my mammy, and Aunt Mary. We all one family, they handled us unfairly. You won't take the shot, you chump. I shot it. You claim you would.
You're listening to DJ Blaster and Zip-Loks on the mic. I had to do that introduction because we used to be the Three Dreads on Ill Groove Garden on CKUT 90.3 FM. But I had a baby.
I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emotional.
And I'm babysitting. Stop it. I'm babysitting my child. Anyways, without further ado, you know, it's the one and only DJ Blaster, who's always repping not only DG, but Montreal everywhere he goes. And he cannot do it alone. So you know we had to get Zip on the mic. Yep. So yo, give it up, share the link, and give it up. For the Ill Groove Garden.
If you don't know now, you know. I got my brother Zip-Loks in the building. He's going to grab the mic right now. My name is DJ Blast. I've been DJing for 25 years. It's crazy because I'm 21, so I don't know how that works out.
On that one right there.
Scynikal, I got you on the comedy. Yeah.
There you go.
So I've been doing it for a while, and I say it every day when I do it. I love my life. and Zip-Loks. We're going to play a little Montreal set because it's been 40 years for hip-hop in Montreal. If you guys don't know, now you know. We have a little crowd. Can you give us a little applause? A little applause.
Yeah.
So big up all those radio stations, 90.3, K103, all the DJs, all the radio stations in Montreal for letting us play our music. Because life is amazing. And on that note, let's play some Montreal, man. Full course, I got you.
Hey. What's going on, folks? We are live, that's right. We're here in DG, my neighborhood. It's not a hood. It's my neighborhood. This is my neighbor right here. DJ Blaster. And we got another one of my neighbors right here, full course. This is why I love Montreal music right here. Check the lyrics.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
I was born in Mount Real, raised in DG. And you can call me full course or just Richie.
I call
on my
Richie.
TV on the job, I wrote MC. And this is strictly for those who don't know about me. You see, I be the type to diss you vis-a-vis. I never been one of the dudes up in the VIP. $7 is about what I'm spending. Time and time again, the only bottle that I ever popped was a Heineken. There's something you should know about me. When I had common sense, I walked the streets with no
people dancing
ID.
too.
So in case the cops ever pull me over to stop me, they can't get my name cause I got nothing.
Sloppy.
As far as I can tell, I knew from day one that my rhymes would sell. I've been a bully on the beat since I was 12. I used to pick on nerds, but I like for
Yeah, as I said, I go by the name of the capital Z-I-P, Zip-Loks. I represent myself, my DG family, of course, Ilgu Garden, on Sundays, where we love to play Montreal music. Woo! 514. 3 digits means a lot. This is our hometown.
What you wondering?
We got some Boy Blue right here. Big him up.
We live, people.
Montreal is my city.
Yep.
Carried on my back. Expo logo buried in my hat. Evidence shirt to match. Posted on the corner. Cause of my persona. They think I'm serving crack. I'm from where young dudes stay strapped and the signs don't reach stop. It's spelling out a rat. Don't got no yellow cabs. The city of the scams and cops. Red, white, blue for the Habs. Riot, win the chance. Get the SWAT team in 04. They took our baseball team. It's a shame, yo. But just to make up an 09 pigskin, we took the Grey Cup. Montreal mean, yo. Shooters, no free throw. Advise you to keep your arm. Tony Calvillo. But I'ma rep it till doomsday. Till then, I'ma bring hell to the streets. I'm on Boucher.
Woo! Listen, we got a lot of talent in our city when it comes to musicians and music. This one here is from my block. E-Block stand
Listen,
up.
every time I roll out, I'm with my dogs in.
Dogs in.
And if you talking beef, then we all in.
We all in.
This here, you don't wanna get involved in. Got some in the pound, so I'm screaming free, all in.
Free.
Nah, don't make my niggas, it's my dogs then.
My dogs.
Nah, don't make my peoples, it's my dogs then.
All my West Haven crew. E-Block, Elmhurst. Come on.
Be on the lookout for them niggas, they ain't real, bro. I'm back to that voice of the street shit for
You're
real.
familiar,
yo.
my brother,
Shout out
preach,
my
man.
homies who hold me down. My ground folk been a little fucked up, but look who's back around, bro. On the download, a bottle had your homie stuck. Ignoring your demons, so fucker, eat a nigga up. Exploring feelings like if I pick the trigger up, maybe I could see who really give a fuck. I know. Time is running up, my son's down. Feeling like the new fool, Centreville with my pants down. They say my pain, the reason I'm trill. And the fact I keep it real is the reason I'm ill. I got these voices in my head trying to trip me at night, trying to convince me to extinguish this light. Then I dreamt about shame, and I heard his voice. And I damn near heard this chorus. He was singing like, hold on, my nigga, hold on.
Hold on for all those out there.
Hold on, my brother, hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on, my brother, hold on.
Fist up.
We ain't fucking around, we got the world of cake on.
Some preach right here.
Hold on, my nigga,
Hold on.
Community
Hold
Vibes
on, my
Collective.
brother, hold on.
Hold on.
Be strong, my nigga, be strong.
Be
We ain't
strong.
fucking around, we got the world of cake on.
L.
Hi, how's it going? How you doing? I apologize.
Yo, we got so much good music in our city.
The day that you were having.
All Montreal talent right here, man.
The reality, your reality's distorted. Tricked into believing what you believe is important. I bet you think that you're pretty important. people's actions, so we gotta keep it moving. Even if this life we're living in is an illusion. 7 billion point of views, which one are you choosing? Better pay attention, it's about to get confusing. Yeah, I see outside, I know it's raining. Can you do me a favor? And please stop the complaining, cause weather is weather. Tomorrow will be better. If it's not, it's okay. Just put on a effing sweater, cause you can watch the rain on the window and question it. Or you can get up off your ass and manifest some shit. Yeah, that's the type of shit I'm messing with. Cause that victim shit, that stressing shit, I'm really not accepting it. I'm not impressed with it, and I'm not letting it get in the way of me getting shit. So,
Dan Burgundy, man.
Getting it, cause you ain't about getting
Have a great
it,
day, man.
Get with it.
Yep.
And on that note, I gotta be on my way. But before I go, yo,
Have a great day.
Hey.
Have a great day. Stan Burgundy right there.
C'est la longue langue, aka Gino Simmons.
Big of my brother, man.
Tight comme des yoga pants, Lululemon.
Disciple, I got you, brother, man. That's the thing about Montreal, we got French and English, man.
Oui, c'est vraiment
fait. Tout de même, on peut toujours en rire comme des choses. Même si on n'est pas sur la même longueur d'onde, t'as pas besoin de pushback comme les cuticules de tes ongles.
Attends, il y a du beef?
J'allume le calumet de paix, mais si tu payes pas tes respects, tu prends des cales, t'entends un other one comme DJ Khaled. Dans tous les cas où il y a du beef sans aucune raison valable, se cache un manque d'estime de soi car l'envie est déjà nette. Et si ma phrase t'a touché comme un coup de pied dans les noix, désolé, pas désolé, va t'asseoir sur quelque chose de froid. Car je ne suis pas venu ici pour plaire, je suis venu ici pour faire ce que mon père voulait que je fasse sur terre. I'm God bless, mais je suis très conscient de mes faiblesses. I never said I was the best.
It's alright to move, ladies, let's get down.
Je suis sick comme la peste,
I see you, that's alright.
I'm all up in your face comme make-up, t'es pas flawless, c'était pas Fenty. Comme Rihanna, mec, tu te caches derrière un masque pendant que moi je reste sur le mic. Sauf si j'ai prévu speed vers 9h15, bien avant que j'arrive, y'all better split comme un grand écart.
Suscite la haine comme une pizza hawaïenne.
That's right, we do it in all languages in our city.
Je vous fais de la peine.
Ça passe. To the east, to the north, to the west, and the south, and the middle. Mount Real, one city, one island.
DJBlaster.com.
Pocket full of cream, black t-shirt, $200 jeans. Invest in a little to sell these women the dreams. Spit it straight crack, I make
Call Expos, man.
Yeah.
That's Montreal. Shout out my fan Pro V, I see you, brother. Yeah.
I've been in it with the team, now we're winning in the whip and it's sitting in limousines. Since 9-8, I've been in the grind state for pace. My mind race to the finish line tape. I'm betting the blue cake and gamble for high stakes. Running around with a crown to 7 and 5/8. I'm fingertip pimping these bitches for blind dates. From Facebook to Twitter, from Twitter to MySpace. Now they bubble on the double and hustle for my cake. As I'm thugging, living comfortable, nigga, cause I'm straight. And I'm stunning with my expo fitted.
Get your fitted on, that's right, get your baseball cap on. Woo!
We got real hip hop right now.
Gotta pick up my whole Burgundy family from Stocks, my youth stem. What up, Magnum? Get at me.
We gonna switch it up a bit, man.
Flip it. Flip it. We got DJ Blaster on the set right now. Again, you like the music? He does everything. Check him out every day. Every day at noon. We go old school some days. We go dance hall. We go soca. We do it all. But right now we keeping it hip hop.
I ain't gotta say nothing, man.
Yeah, you gotta say nothing. Cause we got a lot right here. Like hip hop heads. Let's go.
Down with the king for years, about 10 of them. Recruiting suckers, macking, Mike, and making men of them. Tears and fears for my peers. They risen. You think that it is, if not it isn't. Race for the border, my daughter could beat her banging out. Cheeks rocking beats in the streets and it's time for hanging out. Gather, or rather form a circle around out loud. Just good brothers or others could never ever rock a crowd. Is it because he's running off with the mouth? Or was he really clearly trying to play a nigga out? No, shut him down. The king with the crown. Cause all you wanna be is Biggie down.
Get down. Get down with the kings. Gotta say peace to all my kings and queens out there. Out on Facebook. Check us out, DJ Blaster. Zip-Loks, Ziploks. Again, we bring it about each and every Sunday night. 11 until midnight, your last hour. So it's the best hour. Yo, Blaster, man, you got me dancing up in here, bro. I mean, busting out a sweat. I mean, be like, ooh, I mean, ooh. Okay, that's enough. Oh.
You're listening
listening to the Lunchtime Mix with
I gotta
DJ
give that
Blaster. Weekdays at noon.
Yeah, that's right. Every weekday at noon, you got DJ Blaster on Twitch. If you haven't got down with Twitch, check it out. Download the app and support my brother DJ Blaster.
A journey which along the way will bring to you new color, new dimension, new value.
And this dude could spin anything. But right now, we want to focus on some hip-hop. So if you know your hip-hop, you should know our lyrics to all of these.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
Pump that beat. Hey, 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 hey. We vibing. We vibing. Eric B. and Rakim, this is one of the first 12-inch records I got as a youth.
Would you mind?
These guys in lyrics?
I like to introduce myself.
Woo.
My name is Biz Markie.
Biz Markie.
Called Biz Markie. Making music orally is my specialty. When I go,
I want to.
Girls get excited when they hear my lyrics. They want to recite them. I know you're in the mood. Just go with the flow, and I can play rapping records and old disco. Like Beat It, Billie Jean, by Michael Jackson. All the trenches through your record. Big ball action. When you hear me do it, you will be shocked and amazed. It's the brand new thing they call the human beatbox craze.
All the beatboxers. Now, I know we can't share a mic and beatbox, but let's go. Yeah. Wipe this down now. Wipe this down now.
All about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince.
Oh my
of
God,
the
I love my life, man.
Yo, my kids who know this song, but don't know the man behind it, as a rapper,
I get paid for this,
my
man.
dude. Let's go.
DJBlaster.com.
We're a part of the culture, and the culture's a part of us. Right here.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting.
You should know the words.
When a couple of guys who were up to no good
started making trouble in my neighborhood. Sing it.
I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air."
Let's go.
I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she gave me my ticket. I put my Walkman on and said I might as well kick it. First class, yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what the people of Bel Air living like? This might be alright. But wait, I hear the prissy, bourgeois and all that. Is this the type of place that they should send this cool cat? I don't think so. I see when I get there. I hope they're prepared for the Prince of Bel Air.
Let's go. That's right, the Prince of Bel Air. Jazzy Jeff and the French Prince back then. We all know him as Will Smith. No engagement.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
Entanglement.
So what's the scenario?
Yo.
Here we go, yo.
Yo.
Here we go, yo.
If you were in a club back in the day and you don't want to get down, get out of the way when the song drops. Let's go.
Powerful impact.
Boom.
From the cannon. Now bragging. Try to read my mind. Just imagine. Vocabulary's necessary when digging into
my library. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I do
one pizza toss. Run over the track, man.
Pardon me.
As I come back.
As I did, I had to
beg your pardon.
When I travel through the turn, I roll with the
Scream.
Like a
Dungeon Dragon.
Change your little jaws with your hands are sagging. Try to step to this, I will put you in a turban and have it smelling right
like some old stale urine.
Real hip hop, baby.
Yo, you reminisce over anybody? Again,
been doing it 25 years, man. I love my life.
And you see, this is right
full
here.
Full time, baby.
This is how hip-hop touches the soul with a song right here. Music, feel it.
I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. The birth of a child on the 8th of October. A toast, but my granddaddy came sober. Count all the fingers and the toes, now I suppose I hope the little black boy grows. 18 years younger than my mama, but I really got beatings cause the girl loved drama. In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one. This one's a girl, let's name her Pam. Same father as the first, but you don't give a damn. Irresponsible, plain not thinking. Papa said chill, but the brother keep nicking. Still he won't down you or tear out your hide. On your side while the baby make a slide. But mama got wise to the game. The youngest of 5 kids, hun, here it is. After 10 years without no spouse, mama's getting married in the house. Listen, positive over negative for the woman a master. Mother Queen's rise in the chapter. Deja vu, tell you what I'm gonna do. When they reminisce.
Reminisce.
Hit me.
We reminisce over everybody that we lost.
If you guys don't know this track right here, it's called 911. It's a joke, man. It matters right now, man.
Yo, listen, we've been talking about this for time. That's how we express through the music. We got some public enemy. Flavor, Flav.
I dialed 911 a long time ago. Don't you see how late they're reacting? They only come and they come when they wanna. So get them off trucking and bomb the corner. They don't care cause they stay paid anyway. They treat you like an ace, they can't be betrayed. I know you stumble with no use people. If your life is on the line, then you're dead today. Latecomers with the latecomers stretching. That's a body bag in disguise, y'all. I'll bet ya. I call them body snatchers cause they come to fetch you with an autopsy ambulance just to dissect ya. They are the king cause they swing amputation.
Salute, Bro V. I got you, brother, for life.
Gotta be my folks, Pro V. Against CKUT on the Wednesdays. We going all the way live. Come on. Get down. Woo! Yo, listen, man. I know when hip-hop was real and talked about stuff, but was fun at the same time. Let's go.
Woo! Did their thing, but Jam Max is getting loose and DMC's the king, cause he's the adult entertainer, child educator, Jam Max J, king of the professor. He's the better of the best, best believe
he's the baddest.
Perfect timing when I'm climbing, I'm a rhyming after baddest, lot of guts.
When he cuts, girls move their butts.
His name is Jay,
hear the play, he must be nuts.
And on the mix, real quick,
we talk about DJ Blaster.
And his name is Jay.
His name is Blaster. I got DJ Blaster. Sunday nights 11 to 12 on Sunday. CKUT.
Meaning but meaning good. Meaning but
he's bad.
Meaning but meaning good.
He's bad.
Meaning but meaning good. Meaning but
bad.
Meaning but meaning bad.
He's what?
Meaning bad.
He's what?
Meaning good.
Yeah. DJ Blaster. We having some fun with it.
Check it out, baby.
Let's go. Woo. Ow. Blaster's really trying to make me sweat up in here. I can't stop dancing to this stuff right here. Again, you like this vibe, you can check them out every day. Every weekday, 12 till 1 on Twitch. We got the Zoom party next weekend too. But we having fun right here. Energy Art Week.
Come on, here we go.
That brings us joy.
Sunshine, yeah, and rain.
And takes away the pain.
Well, I'm the new kid. I'm just coming up. A lot of rappers think that I can't tear it up. Well, I'ma show them and ignore them. And when they think I ain't looking, I floor them. I mean, take them out. I keep grooving. A slick bass line, keep the beat moving. They can't take it. They just fake it. They wonder how the raw bass make it. I get ill. You know the deal.
Ill.
How the raw bass feels.
Clap your hands, everybody, if you got what it takes. Cause I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these are the words.
Break it down. Oh.
Okay, party people in the
We can't forget about Canada.
Yo, guys, before there was Drake, there was this guy.
Yeah.
Get familiar, man.
Maestro.
Very.
Fresh West. Out of Toronto to T-Dot. 1, 2, let's get it. Oh.
This jam is amplified, so just glide. And let your backbone slide. You listen to every word I say.
We got my group family here.
I play snaps the vertebrae. You try to cover a hover me, a roast, a fake, a flag that I run a post. Toast, I'm the most. DEF's how it goes. No X's or O's or tic-tac-toes. LTD knows this ain't a game, I'm on a mission. Call me a hip-hop tip-tactician.
Oh. Let's
jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Kimasabi, jump on it, jump on it,
jump. If you're on my Facebook Live right now in your living room, let's go. Exercise.
Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it.
Oh, we on live here? Jump. IG, let's jump. IG,
Andy Chump Block jumps up on the scene with the lean and a pocket full of green. The green doesn't symbolize I made it on the top, but RoboCop last year was a shock. The tone of the Popeye cut shook your butt. Kids are screaming, the media says what? Kind of music is this for you to dance to? The man with the plan and the band demands you. Leave the smack and the crack for the whack, for the ball and the knock, keep a smile like that. Leave the knife and the gun.
Just doing my thing, man.
In the store and ignore temptation set by the nation. Racial game cause his pain needs a new rep.
Big shout out to my brother, man. Zip-Loks. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man.
It's all love. Black on black, remember that. It's important. Anyway, the shunless one bring forth the fun. No hatred. The summer's almost done. No time for sleep. Jump in your Jeep and pump up the funky beat. Holy.
Don't forget every Sunday, CKUT.
To be plumped in a casket.
My last Thursday, Village Pied de Cron.
Swing it.
I'll be down there, man.
Swing it.
I love you guys, man.
Listen, I want a virtual round of applause. A virtual round of applause. My boy, DJ Blaster.
Thank you guys, man.
Go Blaster.
Thank you, man.
Go Blaster. Go Blaster. Go Blaster. Go Blaster. Again, every noon.
I love you guys. 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 This is what I do. This is what I do. You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
we did.
That's what I do.
Again, Ilgum Garden,
I just lost like 2 pounds.
Anytime we take over your set, this is what we do. You can again check us each Sunday from 11 to midnight on 90.3 FM in Montreal, www.ckut worldwide. DJ Blaster every weekday on Twitch at noon. So even if you're at work, take that break, hook up on the Twitch, on your app, and we having some fun with it. All right?
Yeah.
Anyway, gotta big up the whole people doing this, man. We got more coming at you, so stay tuned.
Yeah. It was so nice. So nice to have y'all. Zip coming back. But Blaster, okay, he is known as the world's drunkest DJ. But let me tell you, he is the shyest DJ. So you see the two-step? I had to film him because that's the most dance you will ever get out of Blaster. So, sir, born and raised, and you're clearly never gonna leave. DG, tell me what keeps you here.
Like Pro V said, man, it's the energy. I'm an energy god. I feed off the energy, and NDG has never failed me wrong. Energy. Is it just is it just me? Is it just me? It's a full circle. They always give it back, and I've always heard of people leaving town and not getting treated well in their town. NDG has never failed me. I come back, your brother, I'm proud of you. I seen you touring with Onyx. I seen you with Wu-Tang. I seen you doing this. I seen you doing that. I'm so proud of my high school friends, my elementary friends, and I appreciate that, man. And NDG is energy. I think that's going to be a thing now.
Yeah, I do have questions. If you could translate like the energy of NDG in one song, what would that be?
Let's see. Jesus. You know what it'd be? And it just came to my mind right away. And every time I do Twitch in evening time from 12 to 1, lunchtime, and I always tell these little stories each show I do. And my biggest stories always was, my manager's like, yo, KRS-One is coming to town. And yeah, I'm like, okay, good, what do you want me to do? He's like, you're going to DJ for him. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do the opening set. He goes, no, you're DJing for him. I started shaking. You're DJing for him. And step into my life. Step. That KRS-One song right there. Yeah. Yo, when we did that, I call my wife. I'm like, yo, look at my arm. It was just goosebumps. Wow. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a fan. Yeah. You know what I mean? They don't seem to understand that. They always, like, I did a show with Onyx and Jizza, and they're like, yo, dude, we're mutual. We're human. I'm like, nah. You guys don't understand what you mean to me. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be here without you guys. Wow. So, yeah, that's the energy. Wow. Energy.
Wow.
Full circle.
Well, you have to know that you mean a lot to many of us.
Man.
So it's mutual for other people who look at you. So shout out to you, DJ Blaster.
Again, you're getting me emotional. Thank you for the love, guys. I appreciate you guys. Love.
Yes, again. Yeah, that was blessings. Again, this is a fundraiser for the Depot. So the link is there, but we're just so happy and proud of everyone who shared the stage. And now we're actually going to continue the evening with a filmmaker, Stéphane Vernat, prominent filmmaker from here, who is going to address mental health and police brutality.
Check.
So, Stéphane Bernard, please, by all means.
Voilà. Bienvenue, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Should I present the film? So how do you want to play this out? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Sure, maybe the film and
Okay, so as some of you may know or not know, yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of the murder of Nicholas Gibbs, which happened unfortunately a couple blocks away from here. And the particularities of what happened are very tragic, but like many instances where people die at the hand of the police, it was totally avoidable. In this case, Nicholas Gibbs was going through a mental crisis. The police came, it escalated, and then he was gunned down. So for me, I've been a filmmaker for many years. I've dealt with many subjects, and this one, when I heard about it, it immediately touched home because I started to see a pattern that a lot of black and brown bodies that are going through, that had mental health issues, treated or untreated, when they were faced with the police, were treated like disposable beings. And in this case, when you look at the circumstance around what happened, you see that there's a disregard for the fact that there's a human life in a very vulnerable state. And so I went on a quest to talk about that, right? Mental health is an issue that is only now being discussed in the black community in an open way. And then couple that with the police violence that we know we've been a victim on ever since we landed on these shores. So for me, I thought it was an important subject to tackle. I got to meet the Gibbs family. I got to meet all the support system around them. I went to Head and Hands, and so all this made it really important to talk about it through the medium of film. And then I was very fortunate to have the support of the National Film Board to give me the resources to really go deep in the subject matter. And so it's been about a year and a bit that I've been working on this film, and now I started filming here and there, but now we're entering into the production, the meat of the production. So we'll be filming around here for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes.
So for me, it's really apropos to be here tonight.
Of course.
Yeah.
I have a question, because I also work with the Gibbs family, so we've been connected in that way. But I have a question about your own sense of mental health as you're filming this, because I feel like we often forget that, it takes a certain amount of courage, but also of grit to keep pushing. So how is everything happening for you as a filmmaker and as a black man in the community in the process?
Yeah, thank you. I've never been asked that question, so it's really nice to feel the love. It's been a journey, because it's one of those things where I wanted to know a lot about everything around this killing before I met the family. Right, so I took my time. I met Irma at a fundraiser at Le Ministre. Is that called the Ministre? Ministère,
yeah.
Exactly.
We did.
Exactly, with Nazim. And so shout out to
Rap Battles.
Rap Battle. Oh my God, I feel bad. Sorry, Maud. Sorry, Nazim. So anyway, I got to meet Irma and her daughter Trisha at that event. And thanks to Marcel, because I think you did the bridge, no? Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
was the organizer between Head and Hands.
And then, but you presented me. You
yes.
presented me. So I met Irma, and right away, like I felt, you know, she opened up to me in the brief, like 40 seconds that we had before her cab came, and then I told her I was trying to make a film about this, and then right away we connected, and then she spoke to me, and I could feel the grief that she was still experiencing, and then. A year ago, there was a vigil organized by Dexter X and many other people downtown, and then I went to film, and then I met her again at that moment. But then there was a big gap. So all this to say, going back to your question, that I wanted to sort of be a bit scientific about it at the beginning, right? And then. And then obviously everything around George Floyd happened, and then it just gave me a sense of a sense of purpose on another level, right? Because I was like realizing that when you make a film like that, it's not about you, it's really about the people who are directly impacted about this, and. So I think when you're in that position, there is a danger of not taking care of yourself because you're just pushing. It's a very difficult subject for me to tackle. And so I would say that what keeps me going is the people, like obviously now I've been talking to Irma, I've met her grandson who's like Darius, who's like a spitting image of Nicholas. It's frightening, but I think these are when I have encounters like that, it fuels me because it gives me a sense of like, whatever I'm feeling, it's nothing compared to what this little boy is feeling or what this mother is feeling. But what also heals me is talking about it, is being in, like, we're talking about NDG and energy. There is a special energy. There's a special like feeling and energy of community, and that kind of grounds me because being a filmmaker is a fairly solitary process. You're writing grants, you're editing your demo, you're trying to set up filming days, all that kind of stuff. And but then when you actually you make those people-to-people encounter, it just everything disappears. The work that you did before, you realize how it was important to really create that space. So for me, it's been like every moment that I meet the people that are the stakeholders, the people that have been affected the directly and indirectly by this, it is kind of what it gives me. It I don't know. It's like it sort of settles. The film becomes like a deeper, like it becomes part of my own fabric, and then it gives me an energy to sort of to keep going.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to the movie, and I think it's a story that must be told and that has to be told. And I just also want to send the most love to Irma, to Trisha, to all of the Gibbs family, Darius, and also to Head and Hands and all of the support system, because Head and Hands established for 50 years in NDG, but also really took the biggest role as a support system for the Gibbs family. And
shout out to Wally.
Shout out to Wally.
Project X.
Yes, Project X. For sure. Yes, Robin Maynard also.
Yep.
Now shout out to all of the people who've been doing the work.
Will Prosper.
Will Prosper.
Sure. Émilie Nicolas.
Yes,
yeah,
for sure. And just this is also a reason why we're doing this. We're making sure we can feed the community, and not just with food, but with thought and with our art. So yeah. We're going to move on, but thank you, Steelpan. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yes. So now we're going to have a short video that's going to show up on your screen. And do not forget that there's also the link. Il y a toujours le lien pour la donation. Il y aura un petit vidéo.
wanna give my love to you, my heart to you, share hope and strength with you, embrace peace when times is tough. Here's a moment of love that you could trust. You could trust. You could trust. I wanna give my love to you, my heart to you, share hope and strength with you, embrace peace when times is tough. Here's a moment of love that you could trust. You could trust. You could trust. I wanna give my love to you, my heart.
Okay, everybody look natural. Are we live? Are we
Yes.
live?
Yeah. We're live. We're live now.
Well, hi. Well, yo, welcome back to everybody to La Semaine des Arts, NDG, and Hip Hop You Don't Stop, collaborating Vibe Check. And with you know, bringing up Vibe Check, just want to know how's everybo's vibe?
We up.
Yeah.
Up.
We're so
All the
over
way up.
COVID. Yeah. Like, we're so over it.
We try not to be under it, I'll tell you that much.
So, should we restart our introductions?
Yes.
My name is Miss Ben. I am a host, I host all kinds of damn things. Radio, pageants, shows, panels.
Yes.
Holla.
Y'all should know that you did an incredible freestyle, but we weren't live yet.
Yeah.
But just you can imagine
But
it.
we can't do it, so too bad.
No, I
okay?
cannot bang on the
Snap.
Yep.
Miss Ben.
Let me pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side.
Yes.
My name is Lynn Worrel. I work at the Café Jeunesse Emploi right by Benny and Sherbrooke, which is just down the street. Been working in NDG for 10 years. Been running a hip-hop literacy program since, 2007. So that's another extra years. I work with youth and community development for people between the ages of 15 to 29, and it's been great work.
All right, what's going on? I'm Zip-Loks, Stephen Hennessy. Been in DG from time. Done a lot in music when it comes to whether it be Death Threat to Butter Babies to the Ilgoof Garden radio show. And I work in the community with teens, and I kind of blend that with music at West Haven Community Center. We have a community studio for young people to come and, explore the arts that, that may be on their brain, but they don't have the equipment or the ability to really create anything. We kind of give them a space to do that down at West Haven. So what's up?
Moi c'est Koffi, je travaille, j'ai habité à NDG, Côte-des-Neiges, je travaille à la Maison des Jeunes de Côte-des-Neiges, j'ai travaillé au studio No Bad Sound Studio, j'ai travaillé avec Lynn aussi pour le projet World, donc c'est ça fait, je sais pas, ça fait peut-être 6-7 ans que je travaille entre NDG et Côte-des-Neiges, différentes choses, et voilà, c'est ça. Voilà, c'est tout.
Merci d'être là. Moi, c'est Marcel Partouche-Gutierrez. I'll switch back to English. I've been working with youth at the REC, so J2K, Head and Hands, for now 6 years, before as an animator, now in the capacity of a researcher, and look into the benefits of music and well-being for youth who've gone through some stuff, not to say another word, and also look into the intersection of using art to inform policy. So worked with the Gibbs family, last year, raised some funds, had some policy recommendations to show up to this SPVM, and then I'm an artist, and I just want to speak with my soul and with my heart, and I'm so honored to be with all of you, because y'all are building this community, and I've been seeing you.
Yeah. So my first question is, why DG? Why work here? Why live here? Why stay here?
Well, me, honestly, it first started off, I had a job in NDG, and I was living out in the West Island. I would often come down to NDG, and I had some people that I knew there just from generally being around. I'm all city. I really like to get around all spaces. But I moved there because it was close to my job. But when I moved there, I made some foundations and some connections with people, and it built from there, and that's always been home for me. I've even moved out at one point, but half of my life is still going on there, so I ended up moving back. So, yeah, it's the roots, man.
Why NDG? It's like such a tight-knit community, and there really is an energy that's specific to here. When I think about how time is going by, I think about housing and how it's like tricky to afford rent here. So even people who can't afford to live in NDG anymore, they still gravitate to this neighborhood. So that's the pull that this neighborhood has on people. but NDG, just dominated by trees and like just everyone, you can say hi to everyone. It's just everyone kind of knows you, and it's very tight knit. It's nice.
Pour moi, de mon côté, c'est vraiment, comme je disais, c'est entre Côte-des-Neiges et NDG, et j'aime bien l'esprit de communauté. C'est comme un village un peu. Et j'aime ce vibe de village. On sait à qui on parle, on connaît les parents de certains jeunes. C'est bon d'avoir ce vibe-là en ville.
Là, j'allais dire la même chose. To me, it's really a village. That's really like the reason why I remained here. But to me, it's also head in hand, and also looking in youth from care. I also come from care. That's something I should always introduce. So I remember going in like 6 years ago into J2K, and Zip's telling me we have 4 group homes around. And that automatically created a sense of like, shoot, I wish I had J2K when I was a youth in care, you know? And so that really automatically made me like stick around and love the place. And then look at all of these people who are here. So that's
me,
why.
I'm born and raised on the South Shore.
Yes.
I came here when I was 19. My friend was like, listen, we need a roommate. Just come true, and I had just moved out and stuff. I was like, sure. I know nothing about the city. The reason why I know Montreal is because of dance schools. That's the only reason why I left the South Shore. But once I moved to E Block, I went straight to West Haven. And I just never left. Like, I was going to Concordia. All the students were living like in that area. I just had to walk to school. And for me, it was the night buses. Like, I could go out, be out anytime, and get home. Like, you know, like, that was the thing. And then growing up with the youths and still being involved with the youths, you know, like, one of my girls just graduated. She just celebrated her 28th birthday. And I was just like, wow, it's a privilege to still be in your life. And it's like, how did we meet? The hood. DG, you know? So that's all my work. Even Lynn, we worked at a school together in DG.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, I know you're from Toronto.
Yeah, that's where I grew up. Yeah.
And, like, what are the specific differences?
Well, I guess one of the reasons why I brought up housing is the cost of living. That's a real impact on quality of life. If you're working, how much of your paycheck's going to your house, you know? So, and Toronto's changed a lot since I've been here. I have been here. But I've like, you know, I kind of have a half identity between the two cities. I think that the way those cities are organized is different. Like, Toronto's very much urban sprawl, has a downtown core, and you have your like different neighborhoods, and Montreal has like all these different neighborhoods that have everything you need in the neighborhood. Like, you could just walk 15 minutes, you can have fun, you can get groceries, you can like see your friends, you can go to a park. Like, it's just organized differently. So I just find like just everyone who has to, my friends that I went to high school with in Toronto, they don't live in the city anymore. They live in the suburbs, so they're commuting like 2 hours downtown, work one way, in traffic. Everyone's talking about traffic now, so it's just like, it's different. It's I'm really happy that I grew up in Toronto. It's the neighborhood I grew up was Vaughan and Oakwood. It's actually Cardinal Fischel came from there, and actually Neil Logix is from the neighborhood too. So it's known as Little Jamaica, and so I'm a Patty snob. I'm just putting it out there. Just like, you know what I'm saying? But and you just kind of see how everything is evolving, and there's like a new subway system, and they're trying to like preserve the important black neighborhood in my neighborhood, Vaughan and Oakwood. So that's it's just kind of everything's changing.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna be very conscious of time because we have very little, and at the core, I think asking ourselves what and how can we make our neighborhoods safer, and how can we approach youth in knowing their rights, and moving through this neighborhood, which is NDG, I don't know about you guys, but the amount, you folks, I apologize, the amount of youth who have come up to me saying I got stopped 4 times by the cops on my way here, just because I'm a very tall 15-year-old, you know? So I think at the core, if you can share some of your experiences as community workers in terms of how can we make these neighborhoods more accountable to each other and to the police force and to authorities, so our youth can walk down these streets peacefully without scared of having too much melanin, for instance.
That's big.
It's a deep question.
Yeah. Can we dissect that? How about we try and dissect that at first? So, like, what are some of the major issues, like, you know, just working at our community centers, what are some of the, you know, top 5 problematic issues that the youth are coming with?
Things that youth are having issues with, I mean, you have everything from, and it could be violence in the streets amongst youth, you could be having violence going on in their home, within their family, or you want to call borderline neglect and just parent relationships. You have education, you have, and of course, I think the biggest thing that drives a lot of things is finances, is money. And, you know, you want to take a look at stopping a lot of the street culture and violence that goes on when people are out there trying to make illegal money. If they know a better path that they could make money, people would not prefer to choose that type of a way. Often people turn to that type of an option when they don't feel they have much else to do, or they feel that's their best shot of actually making money. And also, you know, if you want to talk a whole system of some of the images and some of the things that are pushed, especially to black youth, that is a viable way of being a black man, right? So I think it's the examples, and I think it's also the activities that keep them busy from getting involved in that. And again, whether it be a summer job or something else like that, that may curb them from getting into that street life, those are all things that can hopefully go against those kind of waves of violence and street activity, as you said, to keep things safe.
I would like for you to touch on one thing, because you talked about finance, and I there's something about food security too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's something about like the
NDG food bank.
Yes,
making donations.
Like who gets hit the hardest in terms, and who has to do low-paying jobs in order just like to reach the minimum, and I mean like have your needs met, like eating and having a
shelter.
That's it. Yeah. Housing and food, and how does that have an impact on the youth who come through the centers, and can you hear about those things, or is there still shame around that?
We can hear about it.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to listen. First. Yeah. If you know how to listen, if you know how to be open, you're gonna listen. You're gonna hear a lot of stuff. Mais je pense que les finances, c'est un point majeur. Et en même temps, ce que je vois moi de mon côté, ce qui me préoccupe beaucoup, c'est pour que ce soit plus safe pour la communauté, c'est aussi justement, mais ça je pense que ça vient des finances, que les familles sont un peu désunies. Et que par exemple la violence policière se fait pas dans certains quartiers parce qu'ils savent que s'ils touchent à un enfant de telle communauté, la communauté va réagir. Parce que les familles sont solides, puis après les familles connaissent d'autres familles, et donc ils ont un poids politique. Je trouve qu'on n'a pas de poids politique. D'abord, on doit avoir un poids financier, c'est sûr. Parce que s'il y a un manque d'unité, c'est parce que souvent les parents sont comme... J'ai pas le temps de parler avec toi, comme fais ce que je te dis, va à l'école, tu vois, je dois faire mon argent, je travailler 2-3 jobs en même temps, tu vois, et donc ça c'est clair que les finances ça joue.
So just a second before you make your next point, can we translate that quickly?
So, for sure, say it.
So like we don't discriminate, we talk franglais, but for those that don't understand the French,
but it's less like c'est mieux toi.
Basically, the way that Koffi put out together, he said that we don't have a sense of accountability in terms of the communities, because most families are completely fractured. Whereas other neighborhoods, if you hit a child or if something happens to a child, you have families and units that will come together as a community who know other families and have a political weight.
That's what happened with the Filipino kid who were like qui a été pris à partie par un policier. La communauté des Philippines, Filipinos, ils ont directement réagi.
Right.
Ça a mis de la pression sur la police.
Right.
Tu vois?
Yes.
Mais nous, on n'a pas ça.
Yeah.
Chaque frère, et on cherche nos petits frères et nos petites sœurs, mais surtout nos petits frères. Ils cherchent le soutien dans la rue avec les autres frères. Mais ça n'a pas de poids politique.
So we look for other ways of having a sense of unity and cohesion through the other youth that you find in the street, but that doesn't have a political weight.
Right.
So that's
we're not going to ignore what's going on in the family, because you had mentioned, that there's single parents out there working 2-3 jobs trying to make ends meet, so they can't always have those direct conversations, so on and so forth. So outside of the home, how can the community come together? Because it takes a village, but it seems that even our village is a little scattered.
Yes.
So, Zip, I know that you're working with the program
Strengthening
Black families, or families.
Yeah, it's strengthening Black families. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a program. We work at a couple different places that really work on and focus on the family and mental health. I work at the Jewish General Hospital in the Child Psychiatric Department, family mental health, and then also with Strengthening Black Families in Côtes and ACDPN, which covers NDG, Lachine, everywhere, LaSalle. So, I mean, really the theory is if you have stronger units, families, you want to have a stronger community, because really a community is a big family. But if you have each small root that is a part of this bigger tree is as strong as it could be, it makes the community stronger. Then you have less space for kids to fall through cracks, because again, if we could do everything in preventative mode, and then we don't have people that get to a point where they're looking at doing something where it be either illegal or violent, all these issues often come out of what's been going on inside their homes or inside their lives. And each, person has their own story that they need to kind of take a look at and develop a kind of method of how they can survive, of how they can get along mental health wise, even physically. All these different elements are, what make our lives be what they are. And if we have unhealthy things running through our lives mentally or physically, we're not going to live healthy lives, and we're going to, just kind of like this virus, it spreads throughout other people. So then if you do something wrong to me, then you now have the wounds of the thing that I did to you. And then you, as her brother, may feel angry that happened, and then you go do violence to her. And this is how it continues to spread. So we could break it down to each family's being able to look at past hurts and also do active work to prevent things from the future. That's the best way to kind of make sure nothing goes astray.
Yeah. So one thing is that we need self-healing or family healing. Yeah. And so is it something that the community organizations in NDG can provide? Or is it something that we can present to?
I had the privilege of working specifically with 18 to 24-year-olds, and something very unique about being 18 is that you're a legal adult. Whether you're ready to be an adult or not, I don't know. Whether, parents stop getting baby bonuses at adults, so there's more financial pressure at home. There's people getting out of group homes, or you're finishing high school, and even the Maison des Jeunes, you can't have people come to the Maison des Jeunes after 18. And so this group of people from 18 to 24 specifically, it's very important to support and hold them. And what's kind of interesting about working at an employment center is that it's not specific to a lot of stigmatized services. Like, you walk in the door and you have a lot of pride because you think you're taking an action to look for a job. But when you look at all the invisible obstacles to employment, whether it's depression, whether it's about stability, or not having an address, or not having enough money for a phone to get a phone call back from your employer, we have a chance to navigate this really complicated bureaucracy that they always have to deal with this system and that system, and get this ID and that legal things sorted out. These are general things that some of the youth work with, and so we got a chance to position ourselves as another supportive adult that can be that they can depend on, that isn't their parent, that isn't their friend, but we get things done, and it's getting through things that is a therapeutical result, because it alleviates the stress of them trying to get through a lot of things. So there's different ways of
I thank you all so much for everything that you've shared. I would have wanted to hear more about the healing practices that you actually provide, because I think that everyone is looking and seeking for healing. When you see this much violence, and when you can actually measure it with lives that are being either through depression or gunshots by the police or other forms of violences, we see that there's healing that we need. I know, for instance, that Kof, you have incredible philosophical programs with boxing, and you also do martial arts that you've integrated into the way that you do work. I also see that, Lynn, the work that you do by using employment as a way to give pride and give a sense of purpose to youth beyond the ages and the age mandate of like 18 years old, because no one becomes an adult the day they're 18. And I can tell you that very well from coming from care. And I just see you for so many years, and I'm just in complete awe, and then you tell me it's like psychiatry, like building families. But if you could share maybe in a very concise sentence, each of you, the ways we can heal, then we're going to have to put this conversation, unfortunately, to an end because we're out of time. But that would be really my question for y'all.
Ways to heal. Know that you're not alone. I think isolation is like a really hard place to be, but you're not alone. There's a lot of support in NDG, and please just know that you're worth taking care of what you need to take care of to move forward in your life. You're worth it, and that's like the starting point of building a network, and network is really important for you to move forward.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean, I would say have a healthy physical kind of workout that you can do and some outlet for that, but also have kind of I call it a mental health menu. Of what you digest and activities you do that keep you mentally healthy, and also you cut out things out of your, environment which you intake that are mental health wise for you is destructive or hurtful. So it's figuring out what you can digest and not digest. We are what we eat. We are the environment we grew up in. We are the people that we're around and the activities we are. So we try to make sure that those are healthy things. So just try to make sure you're digesting healthy.
Thank you so much.
Donc ta question, c'est vraiment qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire en tant que communauté pour se guérir.
Pour se guérir.
Pour se guérir. Je dirais commencer par aller voir ce qu'il y a à l'intérieur, prendre le temps et en parler. Parle aux gens. Tu te crées ta communauté et ta communauté va t'aider à guérir. Donc, d'abord, regarder à l'intérieur de soi, prendre du temps, beaucoup de temps pour regarder. Toujours regarder. Je veux dire toujours, régulièrement, tous les jours, regarde un peu. Et parle de ce que tu vois quand tu regardes à l'intérieur. Parle à des gens de confiance. Parce que ça, c'est précieux. Et je trouve qu'on ne fait pas assez ça.
Merci tellement beaucoup. On peut te trouver à la Maison des Jeunes.
Ouais, de Côte-des-Neiges.
Et aussi, on peut te trouver sur Facebook Koffi Animateur pour les jeunes qui ont besoin. We can find you at West Haven.
At West Haven, one of the spots, definitely West Haven. Again, Facebook, Instagram, ZIPLOKS, Stephen Hennessy.
Thank you so much.
And you can find us at the Carrefour Jeunesse Emploi. We're open from Tuesday to Thursday, 10 to 3. 6370 Sherbrooke West. We also you can find us on Facebook with Fresh Start, which is our youth program that we have.
Yes. I will also plug in the rec because you're forever a part of Head and Hands once you move in that family zip. So 3770 to carry. Maybe next week the programs are going to start again, but you can always reach on social media. J2K Head and Hands as well is a resource center for everyone. And then you also have La Semaine des Arts NDG. You have hip hop, you don't stop. You have a community and you have the depot.
Hold up. So, because you know, your girl Miss Ben, I'm still on the committee for Hip Hop You Don't Stop, so I gotta plug us in. Shoot. So this year it is going down the 15th edition. Okay?
Woo!
Trust me. It is going down on September 17th to the 20th. However, we're gonna have workshops all month long. So check us out on Facebook, Hip Hop You Don't Stop, MTL, on Instagram, HHYDS_Montreal. I can't believe I remember that. Just stay tuned because we always got all kinds of things going on in the city.
Exactly.
Because it's hip hop and we don't stop. Holla!
We never stop. We never stop, baby. Come on.
And as we started, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you all.
Are we still live? Are we still live?
Yeah? Thank you. Thank you all.